Parashat Vayikra. We've made it to the third book of the Torah, but it's a very hard book to begin with. World of korbanot, of sacrifices, animal sacrifices, things that we are really unfamiliar with today, not part of our life. So how do we find meaning? Now, remember there's an incredible series of texts written, Sefer HaChinuch. Get it in 2 volumes, 5 volumes, where the author, this unknown author, goes through each of the 613 commandments, finding logic, rationale, psychological benefit for the mitzvot. He wrote it for his child, and he writes on this week's Sedra, this mitzvah 117 out of the 613. It's the mitzvah Shelo lahakriv sa'ar or dvash. When you're bringing a sacrifice, it can't be yeast, can't be chametz, and you can't have honey. That's honey that comes from any sweet fruit, not necessarily made by bees. Now he writes here that I'm trying to explain to you the reason for the mitzvot, and really this one is so profound, it's so deep, I really don't have a clue. But then he writes, but I've written this book so that you young people shouldn't feel the Torah is locked, it's impossible to penetrate, impossible to understand, and therefore really why bother starting the journey when you encounter such impossible material. But after stating that, he says, however, I'm going to give it a go, despite the fact that the world of korbanot, of sacrifice, is so profound and so deep. So here he goes. So what is the issue over here with chametz? It's so beautiful. Distancing ourselves from chametz when he brings sacrifices, which is something that takes time to develop. Things, it's a slow process. Yikach dimion liknot midat hazrizut. When we know that the service of God can't be represented by something that takes time, lethargy, slowness, dragging our feet, we should learn the opposite lesson. We must do things with alacrity, with speed, with zeal in everything that we do. Get out of bed, daven, don't wait till, I've got 3 hours till the last possible time. Don't just start a moment before. Get on and do the action. And he says the reason why the mitzvah is brought in relation to the sacrifice of an individual more than a community, because communities won't be lazy. They'll get on and do it because it's embarrassing for a community. But individuals could be lazy, and therefore that's one prohibition. And then he moves on. Why would honey be something that we pushed away? Because a person, we should distance ourselves from sweet foods, people that just gluttons, and what do they want all the time to have sweets and delicacies, and really we should eat to make sure our bodies are healthy, eat for good health, eat to have energy to do mitzvot. And in restricting these 2 items, we can learn today, learn all the time about our avodat Hashem, how we should serve Hashem with speed and with eagerness, make sure not to poison our bodies with things that are unnecessary, take from the world all that is good, all that is holy, all that is beneficial in our service of Hashem, keeping our bodies strong and in control, and in that way our journey korban, not from giving up, but from coming close, coming karov to Hashem, that can happen when we run to Him in good health and joy. Shabbat Shalom. Have a lovely Shabbat.